Good morning. Well, yesterday after we moored up was a bit of a washout really, heavy rain, so we pretty much just stayed on the boat, reading, watching a bit of telly, generally cozying up. But it's dawned a bright, if breezy morning, so the plan today is to head off towards Kilby Bridge, last staging post before Leicester, and stock the boat up before we plunge into that city. So let's go.
We're off. This lovely sunny day. First lock of the day. Newton top lock, and the gates seem to be open, so it's actually set for us.
Phew, second lock. The locks are hard work so far today. They've all emptied a little bit, so they have to be filled up again. They're heavy, and there's loads of stuff in them from last night's storm. So hard work so far, and this is only the second one. Lock number 3. And the wind's getting up and blowing us around a bit, makes Judith's job difficult getting in and out of these locks. 4 more to go. Lock 4, and these are hard work, these locks. The gates keep opening and then shutting, and we shut one gate and the other one opens. Anyway, I'm off to do lock 5 now while Judith goes down lock 4. And lock 5 appears to be submerged, so nearly flooding. Lock number 6. I feel like I've done about 15. One more to go after this, and then hopefully Kilby Bridge. First signs that we're beginning to approach a city. This isn't of course unique to Leicester. Lock 7. I'm not sure if I said the last lock was lock 5 or lock 6, but this is lock 7, which in theory is our last lock of the day. Just help this single-handed boater up. Now we're going to come down. And there we are. 7 great big awkward locks done. Hopefully Kilby Bridge is not too far now.
This is Kilby Bridge. We're just coming into Kilby Bridge. Hopefully we can get some services, some water. Just going to see. It's a wide beam, taking up most of the canal. So that is a proper mooring place. We're just going to go in the water under this old crane.
Well, we just popped over there to the services, where we emptied the toilet and filled up the water tank, and we've nipped across the canal. These rather pleasant visitor moorings at Kilby Bridge, staging post on the long slog into Leicester. So I think we'll rest here before the 12 locks or so into Leicester tomorrow. Hopefully meeting Baz and Louise at that pub later. But for now, I think a cup of coffee is needed.
In the weed hutch again. I did say earlier.
When did you say earlier?
When I was steering.
Good morning from a dull Kilby Bridge, and today we're off down there into Leicester. We've lost today because we both had colds, and Judith in particular wasn't very well at all, but she's rallied and feels able to steer the boat in and out of the locks. So 12 locks to do, and then hopefully a mooring in Leicester. If not, a load more to do. Better get going.
And we're off. Just approaching lock 1 of the day of 12. So hopefully we'll survive. Somebody at the lock. So maybe we'll get to share. Here we are at the first lock. We've met up with a nice... The boat, called Freya. Boat's called Freya.
Here we are in lock number 2 with Freya, our lock buddy, just coming round the corner to join us. It's always good to have a lock buddy. Makes everything a bit smoother and more stable.
Lock number 2.
Lock number 3. Irvin's lock. Just edging along the edge, Leicester, South Wigston to be precise. The canal does this for a bit, and then it takes the plunge and heads for the city centre. Still overgrown. Lock number 4. 8 to go. Lock number 5. Lock number 6. After this we'll be halfway. Okay, lock number 7, but for psychological reasons I'm changing the counting, so this is now lock number 6 to go. 5 more to go. By this lock, Blue Banks lock, we catch sight of the River Soar, which we will be joining for a little bit soon. And of course, after Leicester, our way home is up this river, which is a little bit bigger and deeper by then. You wouldn't think we're a stone's throw from Frost Park Shopping Centre, Everard's Brewery and the Leicester Ring Road.
Oh, no. Oh, it's called Bumblehole. Bumblehole Wharf. We went through there. We went through Bumblehole Lock, didn't we? Do you remember?
King's Lock. 4 more to go. And this lock's got this pretty little tea room in the old lockkeeper's cottage. If you're ever along this way, looks scrummy. Just passing under the old Great Central Railway, much of which is now being turned into a cycle path or multi-use track. Some of which of course is still in operation between Leicester and Loughborough, and hopefully one day onwards to Nottingham. And also Chiltern trains, which we have travelled on from Banbury, etc., also used as part of the old Great Central, so not completely defunct.
3 locks to go. We've just lost our lock buddy because he's met up with his daughter and her husband, and one of them's gonna stay on the boat, so he's gonna be a few minutes, so we're gonna head off.
And technically we're now on the River Soar, just for a little way. First time we've been on the River Soar since we left Pillings in May. Particularly twisty and narrow, this bit. Almost not a river at all. Here we see the first of the weed that our friends back at Pillings have told us is infesting the River Soar. Sort of thing that gets round your prop and stops you going anywhere. 2 locks to go as the rain gently comes down. And by the last lock before Leicester city centre we have the King Power Stadium, where Leicester City fell from grace last year from the Premiership to the Championship. Let's hope they make it back up again sometime soon. What I haven't told Judith is that a boater in a lock a few locks back told me that the city centre moorings were quite full. I didn't want to depress her, because if we can't moor there, it's 4 more locks to Birstall.
Just putting into Leicester. saw some rowing competitions earlier on in the year. Good for rowing because it's very straight.
One mooring left at Friars Mill, which we snuck onto. Sorry about the wind, it seems to have picked up somewhat. Bit of a busy morning, so I think it's now definitely time for lunch. And we'll see what we do later. And here's today's haul from the weed hatch. Some of that was round the prop, but a lot of it seemed to be just under the boat. We're taking it along with us. Anyway, I've done my best. Let's see what tomorrow brings. Well, it's a bit of a breezy evening here in Leicester, and after that rather tiring cruise this morning, we didn't really do very much this afternoon. Went and got a bit of shopping and had a bit of a relax. We did look round Leicester last time we were here, and if you'd like to see more about Leicester, please do have a look at that video. Now we're off for a KFC. Off we go to KFC. Judith is walking with a sense of purpose. So what did you go for, Judith?
I went for 4 chicken fillets, Cobbett chips, which are not very warm, and my real tomato sauce.
Well, it's real.
Yeah, it's nice.
Well, the nature of fast food is that it doesn't take you very long to order and eat it. But it was very nice. And now we're back at the boat, and it's time to settle in. So I'll say good night. I do hope you've enjoyed watching this video of our trip up the Leicester line to Leicester. Now, of course, officially we're on the Soar navigation for the final leg to Pillings. That's what's happening next time, but for now, please like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you for the final chapter of the 2023 voyage very soon. Good night.